Hi, I'm Bobby Goodson, and this is Goodson's All Terrain.
Hauling these logs in the hot sun, gotta clear them all out till there ain't none. Work that tiger cat to death till the job's done and we do it all again. Through the sand beds and the muddy waters, pushes old Kenworth just a little bit harder. Got my 990 pulling to make an honest dollar. It's Goodson's All Terrain. Goodson's All Terrain. Goodson's All Terrain.
Well, yesterday, Abraham come to me and Justin and was telling us that he hears something squeaking on the auto car, and usually that's a sign of a joint going bad. And of course, that truck it's kind of an odd truck. It's an all-wheel drive truck, but it doesn't have a transfer case in it. It all works off the front rear end. They call it spaghetti driveline. It's got a driveline that runs from the front rear end all the way to the front differential. But anyway, of course we found a bad joint on it, and they said, well, maybe to make it a little bit longer, you know, because we didn't feel like messing with it right then. I told Justin, I said, why would we want to do something today when we can put it off to tomorrow? Well, the next day, it actually broke the yoke and, you know, all that good stuff, so I had to go out and find the yoke for it, and went to this old junkyard up there in Wilmington, a salvage yard. Let me repeat that, because it ain't junk. They don't charge it like junk. It's a salvage yard. I got me a part for it, and I came back, we put the joint in, got it back working. And at the same time that was going on, my truck, I had a boy to service it for me. He works around the house there, and I was giving him something to do, and he was supposed to check my brakes, and I assumed he did. You know what happens when you assume. Well, I kept hearing something that sounded like brake scrubbing. I know what it sounds like, and I kept checking the front rotors, because usually the front does all the stopping on the pickups. But I said, it's got a lot of pad on it. I kept hearing it, and I found out where it's at now. It's my right rear. I went to go check a spot where we got to put a bridge in for a landowner, not far from where we're working at, and I could hear it really good. And I looked at it, and I could see where the pad's gone. It's down to the metal, and as I was backing up, I felt it lock up. And so then, you know, I knew I'm in trouble then. So I tried to go forward, and I just had to power through it and made it to the auto parts place, and got me some brake pads. And I backed up here now by the service truck. I'm gonna see if I can get this fixed. Hopefully I know the rotor's scarred up pretty bad, but I mean, it ain't gotta be perfectly smooth for me, as long as it's got some meat on it. And hopefully the calipers ain't stuck. That's the worst thing. But maybe I can get it fixed and get home. I hope so anyway.
We had this road looking pretty good yesterday. Had it flat, trucks going in and out by themselves, and last night we had a rain shower, and there's a lot of clay in the road, and we've hauled a lot of sand on it, but it's pushing the clay back up in the sand, so it's slick this morning, and we're trying to haul a little bit of sand. And Abraham wants me to roll out some hay and see if it works. We've never tried it in clay before, so we'll see what it does. But trying to get the trucks where they can come in and out by themselves, because right now Georgetown's wide open. All the mills are good. We just got to be able to get the trucks in and out.
All right, this is January 28th, about 9:30 in the morning. We got some rain here last night, and the deck is in a mess. We can't hardly get in and out. Dozers got to push us in and push us out. Georgetown is crying for wood. We got plenty of wood. We need some trucks over here. So if y'all ain't doing nothing, stop by and grab a load. Let's take a ride.
Hey, this is Daniel. We over here on the Keith track. Getting ready to go in the woods this morning to get a load, and boss man say it was too wet. We got another load to go ahead and run it, so I'm waiting on Terrell to come out. Should have been out by now, but I guess bad as the road is, apparently they're taking a little longer time than what it's expected. But maybe they'll get it straightened up, get some straw or something laid down so we can be able to travel in and out pretty good on our own. All right, y'all keep watching.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Trying to get out of these woods. I thought I was gonna follow Daniel to the mill. What you doing, man? You gonna hook to your trailer or what? Look at him.
See what you to say from on the radio.
Oh, this man, you supposed to be waiting on me. You ain't supposed to be waiting in the middle of the road. You supposed to be listening to your daggone trailer by now, man.
I can't get around. Can't you see?
Well, Chip need to move out the way.
Well, guys, you know we got 6 truck drivers out here. And then when you got 6 drivers together and they got all this time to think, there's always some kind of comic relief stuff going on out here. So yeah, you put 6 truck drivers together, there's always gonna be a comedy show somewhere out here.
I went to the same meal.
Nah, you went a different route though.
I say the same route all the time.
Well,
I'm dedicated.
Well, you ain't go down 17.
I don't do 17.
Exactly.
They don't know me on 17.
That's why you ain't see me.
So you spent the night over there. I didn't see you spend the night, so I spent the night there.
I know you spent the night. So.
I always spend the night.
What y'all gonna do, man?
What do you want?
You going to Georgetown?
No, I ain't going to Georgetown.
What the hell you go to Georgetown for then if you wasn't going?
He loaded it. I can't tell him what to put out there.
You told the man to put it out there.
You was a lie. I don't get it. That's y'all get that catering.
Oh, so you don't get to tell the man what you want to run. So he just put what he want to put on you.
What he put out there?
That's a daggone lie, man. Hey, what you gonna do, man? You should have had your straps thrown by now.
We're gonna discuss this on the radio.
What's that?
My strap.
Trail. And they thrown already?
They throw.
Trail. Master Splinter.
Smart pad. Check this out.
That's BS, man. Come on.
Get back in your smart pad. Close your nose like you pull
Just
up.
because you look like Master Splinter, you can't fight like him.
Don't go there. Come out here the other day.
Well, at least I didn't call you Beetlejuice. At least I didn't call you Beetlejuice.
I'm trying to strap my load down. You got your damn boxing gloves on? What the hell you talking about? You a piggy ass.
Yeah, you been starting trouble ever since you got here.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly. Now you can't hear.
You been starting trouble since you been out here?
Now you can't hear.
Y'all been fucking with me.
Anybody fuck with you? You started trouble, you get down trying to beat people up.
When?
What you gonna beat the man up for?
I ain't beat nobody up, bro.
Oh, okay, all right. I forgot. You said you don't box. What you do?
Huh? Not on camera. You see?
You ain't gonna say on camera.
Nah, not on. I have no problem with that. I wasn't nervous.
You what? What?
I wasn't nervous.
Somebody say you backed up.
I ain't back up.
Somebody say you backed up.
Well, whatever.
Somebody say that man got out the truck and you backed up.
He jumped now, and I stood just like you stood.
They say you backed up like you was running, like you about to ready to run.
I was ready to run. I was ready.
Right here recently, Bobby's been having a hard time with these wheel pipes breaking. This is the second time he's having to repair the same pipes.
Y'all guys know that we've been running these real wide tires, high flotation tires. We call them 60s. Primex is the only company that makes them. And which I didn't even know they was made in China, but apparently they are. And with this tariff stuff going on, they hadn't been able to get any more in a good while now, so we actually had to go to duals. Well, when you go to duals, you got 4 rims, and the rims are actually bolted together, and they're going to give trouble. They always have. I mean, we keep breaking the dualing ring off, and we'll weld it back on. If you get that strong enough, then it'll break the rim. I mean, it's just a constant battle, you know, chasing whatever the weakest link is. We just took a pipe. It's a heavy duty pipe. It's about 1 inch wall thick. It's a big old pipe that would actually bolt to the axle, put the rim up there, then bolt the axle, you know, through the pipe, through the rim, into the axle itself of the tractor. Then we bolt the other tire to the pipe. What that does, it takes all the stress off the rims. The rims are never designed to be bolted together like they are. And tractors are so big and powerful now that they can't take it, and we keep breaking them off. Probably run to 60s until I don't have any more or can't get any more on it, because it's just not as reliable with the duals on it, because it's a lot stiffer. But anyway, that's that, and hopefully we get our pipes in and get Darley's tractor fixed so it ain't so problematic. Y'all seen on the drone footage where Justin and actually Smeecher is on a grapple tractor today. Him and Durley and Justin's where they're pulling from. You can tell the water's pretty deep there. We have found a lot of beaver dams and we've cleared out a lot of beaver dams, but we can't figure out exactly what's going on because where they're pulling from, there's actually a road that goes right in between the loaders down there. And this side of the road, the water's still high, and on the other side of the road, the water's down. There are still some beaver dams out there somewhere that we hadn't found. We've knocked out a bunch of them. Matter of fact, they had 11 of them was on Buckle Creek, and we got all them cleaned out. Smitchery found some over here that he's cleaned out, and I don't know if they're making them back that fast, and they will, but there's something that's still hindering the water from getting out over here because it shouldn't be as high as it is right now. And that's always a problem. Anytime you get in this type of environment, we can work when the ground's soft, but when the water gets to a certain height, the trees actually will start floating. And that's what happens out here is when the trees start bobbing in the water a little bit, and the tractors are going down the wood, it's just like a steamroller. There's a wave in front of the tires, and when that wave hits the trees, they'll have a tendency to float out and it won't set still, and then all of a sudden you got these big holes in the road, and if you're not on it, patching it and putting it back in place constantly, the whole road will go to pieces on you. And that's happened to us more than one time. So that's another issue. I don't know what to do about it other than keep looking, but this area, like I said earlier, it's such a big area, and we have cut in here over the last 20 years, and you'll have these cutovers that you can't even walk through. There's just briars and little trees, and it's just terrible to walk through, and you really can't see it when you fly it with the drone. But there's some beavers out there somewhere that still got us in a jam here. But we're gonna keep looking forward and keep doing what we can. Just thank God that our shovel roads aren't very long, because if you get on a long shovel road and the water gets high, it's almost impossible to do it. You'll end up tearing your tractors up. But they're doing good so far. I mean, our production ain't been, of course, it's never what I want it to be, but the trucking's the issue there. But the guys, Durley's pulling 75, 80 loads a week with one tractor. You can't ask for no more than that. If we ever get enough trucks here to get her hauled, we'll hire somebody else to put on the other tractor if we can find somebody, and we'll go back at it again. Well, guys, we've got a question, and I appreciate all the do-gooders out there, because y'all know that I've had an issue with my 60-inch tires. We can't find them anymore. Now, it is a high flotation tire, but there's a lot of high flotation tires. I mean, you can start at a 6734. People used to call that the smoke buggy tire. Then you got the 44s and the 50s. But ours, there's only one company that I know of that's ever made these. It was Primex. They actually made a 60-inch wide tire and a 70-inch wide tire. And believe it or not, we've tried the 44s and the 50s, and for whatever reason, they're too stiff and they're too round, and we can't stay on the wood road with them. That's why we never use them, because they are a little bit cheaper. So if y'all find any Primex 60s or 70s, that's what I'm looking for. And if I'm sure there's some out there, because I know we're not the only ones that ran them. So if anybody finds any 60s or 70s, that's what I'm looking for. But thank y'all for trying. Well, I got a question here. Somebody expressed that they love our YouTube videos, and will I ever go back to TV? With a YouTube video, it's my narrative. It's what we want to portray. Unfortunately, the Discovery, the TV thing, it was good, but there's always somebody above us that has an agenda, and sometimes their agenda didn't coincide with our agenda, and they liked a lot more drama, human drama. We had drama, but they wanted human interaction, fighting and stuff, and I, I mean, we get in arguments out here, and I don't like to get mad, but I do get mad, but that's something that I don't want to share with the whole world. So they wanted more drama than they wanted us to go out and start stuff, and I didn't want to do that. And I want to be real. It is what it is. if you see it happening on YouTube, it's happened. And the same thing with the show. What happened. But they wanted more stuff to happen before we could do any more episodes, and I just chose not to do it. So we will probably not be on TV again. We'll keep trying to make it to our YouTube videos, and we'll keep getting better at it. Because Steve knows a whole lot more about this stuff than I do. I just try to work. Well guys, this is the end of the video, and like always, please hit that subscribe button, and we appreciate your questions, and like us on YouTube. We appreciate it. Well, I heard that Gary and Bobo went fishing, but not regular fishing, fish shocking. Now, don't ask me how that is, but I'll let the footage speak for itself.
It's 5:30 in the morning, and we're on our way to Johnson's Corner Store. Now, as soon as you walk into Johnson's store, it's apparent it's a sportsman's paradise. Now that's a wall for a country boy. That's William with his hands in his pocket over there. And we still ain't figured out why Gary's putting high test in his outboard motor. Oh, them country mornings. Now Gary just purchased him some link sausage. Now that's good eating. Unless you're on a diet. Well, what do you know? It's Bobo. Now you may be wondering what Gary and Bobo are up to. Now folks, these are two truck drivers. How many of them does it take to figure out how much oil goes in a boat motor?
I can't see nothing without my glasses. I didn't bring them.
12. Okay. That's 12 ounces. The knee come from the top, don't I? Go in that same place put in we did last time? Yeah. You already talked to the guy?
Yeah, I ain't gotta talk to him.
Come in and see about the strange.
He ain't gonna say nothing.
They have them towed off.
No, he won't.
I can't drive that boat all the way back to Englishtown.
You can get pretty close. Might have stopped down somewhere and get some gas. You can get pretty close.
In the back of the truck.
It's in the house.
Apparently Bobo's son left a vital piece of equipment at the house.
Oh my goodness.
This is not gonna get already today.
Don't let that old man lie to you.
What's in that boat keep flashing every now and then? Run to the house while I go.
Come there and ask him. You tell me you want to ask him a dumb question. See, if we go to catfishing, how we supposed to do it without trouble? Don't be scared.
I can't believe Gary hadn't finished that link sausage sandwich yet.
I ain't gonna start picking him at start with this
You'll be
morning.
all right. You'll get over. Like Daddy always said, he'll get over.
Y'all didn't go?
I'm sick of this.
Now folks, this delicate piece of machinery is a shocking probe.
6 months ago.
And this is Gary's $67,000 Chevrolet truck.
Black River?
I had to admit, he knows the river real good.
I bet that house, the bottom of the
Well, in case y'all haven't figured it out, this contraption here is a fish shocker. You never really live until you've been fish shocking.
Well, tell you that reason I didn't want to yank your rope, because like now we got to have another piece of rope, bud.
Now, folks, these are true mariners of the Blackwater.
Bring my cup of coffee.
Don't get too far now. I've been known to get to the hill and have a dead battery. Ain't going nowhere.
That was operator error.
Playing, we're going to put in.
Whoa, Nelly. Now that was a good inconspicuous recovery.
I can't let you get in the boat and you jack up on the hill like that, baby. Well, I'm going to walk right there by the storm, get that piece of rock, come right on.
I don't know about y'all, but I'd be a little hesitant too about getting on that boat. Just saying.
We might need to be up on speed.
Now Bobo knows two speeds, fast and faster than what he's going.
Here's something right there.
Get some fishes in here. Y'all catch anything in here?
You might want to check that oil ratio there. And now we rejoin the anglers of the East.
All right, I'm going to try to start from scratch again. I think this cut it on. I would like to do it for lunchtime anyway. Hey, you want to swap her for James? I'll let you have James and give us her.
Hey, Lee, hold the end of that.
I thought he was going that way. He's going this way.
Now folks, this is a very tedious process. Basically, a fish shocker is designed to stun the fish. The contraption itself is built with an old phone generator. The generator is driven and produces electricity at the end of the copper probe. This sends an electrical pulse into the water. This temporarily immobilizes the fish and they float to the top. Don't seem much fair, does it? I don't know about y'all, but I don't see a fish nowhere.
It won't happen now. I guarantee it won't happen that place there again. If you ever get where you talk again.
Any of y'all catch that?
Just be nice, bud.
That might not be his vocabulary. Hey, James, I got another question for you, Bobo.
Back up. Who are you trying to be, Dr. Field?
He'll take your word for it this time.
I think I'm gonna pass on all the demonstrations.
You want to ride down the river, out to the mouth of the river?
Where we kids that big one? It was on down that way pretty good way, wasn't it?
Yeah, but all the way to the mouth of the river.
Let's go down that way and try it.
Yeah, that does get up pretty good, don't it?
Over to your right is part of the Corbett track.
What's at the very end of
Yeah, see, that ain't the 10-mile road, dude.
That's what I'm telling you. We cut that before you started. That's where Victor got the shovel so stuck at that because the insurance company told him we couldn't get it. Where was that? We had a deck set up right there.
That's Pony Burford.
Who?
Judge Burford. Where y'all been?
This is the track that the boys evacuated the equipment right before the last hurricane.
I can't take them curves like you can. It causes my nerves.
Hey, You hit them curves. If you try to hit the tilt tree and drop it down, when you come out of them, hit it right back up, keep gas on.
I can't do them curves like you can.
Where y'all at on the 10-mile road, man?
Probably a mile and a half up in there, then we turning that cut down. We just moved on deeper in there, 500 more acres. Starting at Monday, I reckon.
We going there where me and you went in there?
They moving the deck that day. They moving the deck today.
Yeah, but I mean, you know where me and you went in there?
Going past where I was stuck at, make a left.
Where you went in and got the trailer that day?
Yeah.
Did I rode with you?
Yeah. You got the pile in the ground in there, right?
It's sponsored for sure.
I had a bull with me. We was down here one year. I had a boy sitting in front of the boat. He was turning. I was holding the cord off the back. I told him 4 times to stop turning. He stopped. I pulled in. By the time I pulled in, he started back.
Y'all still friends?
I had a boat paddle like that right there, and I looked him dead in his eyes. I said, if you ever do it again, I said, I will not slap you like that right there. I said, I will turn it like that right there and hit you right in the neck. And 1 week later, he like kill Buddy. He was out there, Buddy showing Buddy his daddy's pistol. Laid the pistol down, grabbed a shotgun. Said, oh, Buddy, said, man, don't play that thing might be empty. Oh, it's loaded. It's empty. Right through the end of the couch, right through the computer desk where Buddy was sitting. Yeah. Buddy said, there at the door, you better get a step fast.
What happened to my shrimp?
Being Joy's husband is caught up with it. That's the problem.
Well, that's not got any. That don't help any.
Hey, well, look, when Grave Robber was alive, it was trained on grave robber. But, you know, now it's all...
Let me tell you something about the hero of Grave Robber.
Well, he was a good friend of mine. I
thought a lot of old boy. That thing went to up John at Beulahville one morning, and that certain fella was getting fuel. And that thing laid down on them train horns. The man told me he Gary was trying to get on top of the truck, get away from down there.
I tried to jump across the back of the truck.
And ain't never a train been through Beulahville.
What was he driving?
Big truck.
Big truck, had a train horn.
I didn't know it was him. I was doing about 1 o'clock in the morning getting fuel. He'd come right over the side of me and hit that thing right back across the back of the truck.
Well, he had him on that old pickup truck that he had for a long time.
Yeah, had one of the air pigs behind the seat, kept filling it up.
Yeah.
What, we're going that way? Hey, how much further did they do they joined before they joined together?
Why you on me? I believe you did get that man the wrong direction now.
Being down here where you're just so out of touch with what's going on.
A long ways back here. This is about all the baby. I believe I'll ever
Hey, I'm Mama's baby.
All right, folks, this is the part where they all start to get bored because they ain't catching no fish.
Had came out, been in that recliner, still probably asleep this morning.
You in a recliner sleeping?
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
If there had been a big catfish involved, this would have been as good as I've ever been part of.
I'll be honest with you, I've had just as much fun as ain't caught.
Yeah, but you've caught catfish like that before, I ain't.
And nobody's fell in.
If y'all remember the last fishing trip, the cameraman fell out of the boat.
Notice how much brown this water is. It's dark over that way. How much brown? I guess that's that bracket water.
That muddy water.
We'll figure out something.
Y'all probably guessed by now, but they don't have any idea where they're at.
Hey, he done gone to panic mode. I told him he have a serious gallon of gas. He done gone to panic mode.
Him or Steven?
Just as lost as I ever been.
That's the church track back in there.
I know we about the only ones cut right on the river.
I'm saying that church track is in there.
Talking about Rick, the Coast Guard could find us if we needed them. He is a chronic warrior.
There's enough people can find us if we call for help.
Oh. Just past that little old car. This thing was pretty there on the video. Little car right there.
I ain't got to tell y'all what's about to happen. Bobo was in a good mood till Gary went by and wet him. How y'all like that? No emotion, no eye contact. Yeah, he's mad. But that little boat will walk the dog. Well, Gary has lost his Cape Fear Farm cricket hat. Probably serves him right for flooding Bobo. Did Gary not take the paper out of that hat?
Thank you. That's what I
Now, folks, that's the only thing that's been in that net today.
I saw her. I saw her. I didn't mean to do that there.
I figured James, I knew James talked in this shit.
You had as against as lost as we could be. You did. You had as against as lost as we could be.
Y'all won't lost. I didn't run off and leave you.
I wasn't lost too.
Come on back.
Now, this ought to be interesting.
They put it up, see. They went up,
He got Bobo's entire rear end and the inside of his legs.
No water in it. And you see where the water line is on the
I don't blame him. I'd be mad too.
It was in the floor.
I want y'all to look at that.
We go somewhere and go fishing, y'all go right, eat
Now,
right
y'all
now.
know that's got to be
Y'all need to pay
uncomfortable.
attention. You don't never know what's gonna happen.
Would have had a good safe time, so.
It's all good. Didn't fall out the boat this time.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I was sitting right there and somebody was sitting up yonder and next thing I heard and I looked, I saw your feet about that high above the water.
All right. Enjoyed it. We're going Amystown Road.
Why?
I have something else to do.
What are you gonna do?
You get in that recliner. Put too many hours and miles in that truck this week. I gotta charge my batteries.
How many did you get in there this week? Too many to talk about?
Yeah. Just that. All right. Lee, I'm glad you got to see me again.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see you, Bo.
All right, there. Go to, you won't leave early enough, we'll go to, the Big Oak.
Got nothing to do tonight. I'll let you know.
All right, holler at me.
All right.
All right, buddy. Y'all be careful.
Well, I have a good report for PETA and all the animal lovers out there. During the making of this video, there was no fish harmed in the Cape Fear.